At the edge of the known world, where maps begin to fade into silence, there is an island that breathes. Not gently, but violently. A place where the earth does not sleep. Where fire and ice exist not as opposites, but as companions. This is a land still being written. A land still being born. Beneath the surface, the planet is restless. Two immense forces pull in opposite directions, the North American and Eurasian plates, drifting apart by mere centimeters each year, yet shaping an entire world in the process. The ground here is not stable. It stretches, it cracks, it opens, and from those wounds, something ancient escapes. Steam rises from the earth in ghostly spirals, as if the planet itself exhales. Sulfur lingers in the air, sharp and metallic. The ground trembles, not violently, but constantly, like a heartbeat you can feel beneath your feet. This is not a quiet wilderness. This is a living system, a place where the boundary between the surface and the core is dangerously thin. Vast black deserts stretch beyond the horizon, fields of cooled lava, frozen mid-eruption, locked into jagged waves of stone. Each formation tells a story of fire that once moved like water. Rivers of molten rock that carved their way through the land, only to harden into silence. There is no soil here, no softness, only hardened memory. And yet, life finds a way. In the smallest cracks, moss begins to grow. Soft, fragile, patient. It clings to the rock as if time itself depends on it. This moss may take decades to recover from a single footprint, a reminder that even in a land of violence, growth is slow, precious, almost sacred. Far beneath the surface, magma moves in slow, unstoppable currents. When pressure builds, the earth responds. It splits open without warning. A fissure appears where there was none before, and from it, fire is born. Lava spills out in glowing rivers, illuminating the darkness with a deep orange pulse. The heat is unbearable. The air shimmers. The ground itself begins to glow. This is creation in its rawest form, not peaceful, not gentle, but absolute. And just beyond these fields of fire, ice begins. Massive glaciers dominate the horizon, endless white expanses that seem untouched by time. They move slowly, so slowly that the eye cannot detect it. But they move, crushing everything in their path, carving valleys, shaping mountains, holding within them thousands of years of history locked away in layers of frozen memory. Here, fire and ice do not cancel each other out. They coexist. They collide. They define each other. Beneath the glaciers, volcanoes sleep, waiting. And when they awaken, the result is something almost unimaginable. Heat meets ice, and the ice loses. Entire sections of glacier melt in moments, releasing catastrophic floods that surge across the land. Water mixed with ash, black rivers rushing through empty plains, reshaping everything in their path. This is a land of sudden transformation. Nothing here stays the same for long. The sky itself seems to reflect the instability below. Clouds move quickly, shadows racing across the ground like living things. Light breaks through in sharp beams, illuminating fragments of the landscape before disappearing again. There are moments when the land feels illuminated from within, and moments when it disappears entirely into darkness. Silence dominates this world, not the peaceful silence of calm, but a heavy, almost oppressive stillness, broken only by distant rumblings, the cracking of ice, the whisper of steam escaping from unseen vents. There are no crowds here, no constant movement, only vast emptiness. And within that emptiness, a strange sense of presence, as if the land itself is watching. In the highlands, where the terrain becomes even more unforgiving, colors begin to shift. Black gives way to red, red to ochre, ochre to ash gray. Mountains rise like scars across the earth, their surface is layered with the remnants of countless eruptions. Ash settles into valleys, forming soft, powdery plains that hide the hardness beneath. The ground here can look solid until it isn't. Step carefully, because beneath your feet, the earth is never fully at rest. Water emerges from unexpected places. Hot springs bubble up from the ground, their surfaces shimmering with heat. Some are calm, their waters a clear, almost inviting blue. Others boil violently, releasing bursts of steam that obscure everything in seconds. These are windows into the planet's interior, proof that the line between surface and core is dangerously thin. Rivers cut through the land in unpredictable paths. Some are fed by melting glaciers, icy, fast, relentless. Others are warmed from below, carrying heat from deep within the earth. In some places, these worlds collide, cold and hot waters mixing, creating environments that should not exist, yet do. Life adapts. It always does. Birds circle above the emptiness, riding invisible currents of air. Their cries echo across the vastness, the only sign of movement in a still world. Arctic foxes move quietly across the terrain, their fur shifting with the seasons. In winter, they vanish into the snow. In summer, they blend with the rock. Survival here is not easy. It requires patience, awareness, and an understanding of a land that resists all intrusion. There are no forests to hide in, no abundance to rely on, only what can be taken, carefully, from a place that resists all intrusion. Even time feels different here. The landscape looks ancient, yet it is constantly new. Fresh lava flows lie beside formations that are thousands of years old. New land emerges from the sea, while old land erodes into it. This is a place where the past and present exist simultaneously, where creation and destruction are not separate events, but the same process. Wind shapes everything. It moves across the plains with relentless force, carrying fine particles of ash and sand. It erodes, it smooths, it reshapes. Given enough time, even the hardest rock will yield. And time is something this land has in abundance. Storms arrive without warning. Dark clouds gather, swallowing the sky. Rain falls hard, driven sideways by powerful winds. Visibility disappears. The world reduces itself to sound and sensation. And then, just as suddenly, it clears. The sky opens, light returns, and the landscape reveals itself once more, unchanged, yet somehow different. There are moments when the horizon seems infinite, where land meets sky without interruption. No trees, no structures, nothing to break the line. Just openness. A reminder of how small we are in comparison to a world that operates on entirely different scales. At night, the transformation continues. The darkness is complete, deeper than most places on Earth. And then, the sky begins to move. Waves of green light ripple overhead, silent and hypnotic. They stretch across the sky like living curtains, shifting and folding in patterns that feel almost intentional. This is not just a landscape, it is a stage, and above it, the universe performs. The ground below remains still, cold, unforgiving, while the sky dances with impossible energy, a contrast that feels almost unreal. And yet, it is real. Everything here is real. The fire beneath, the ice above, the land that breaks and reforms, the life that persists against all odds. This is not a place designed for comfort. It is not a place that welcomes easily. It is a place that exists on its own terms, raw, untamed, uncompromising. And in that, there is something deeply powerful. Because in a world increasingly shaped by human hands, this land resists. It remains beyond full control, beyond complete understanding, a reminder of what the Earth was and what it still is beneath everything we build upon it. Here, the Earth reveals itself, not as a passive environment, but as a force, alive, dynamic, unpredictable, and endlessly creating. In the end, this is not just a place you see, it is a place you feel. In the ground beneath your feet, in the air you breathe, in the silence that surrounds you. A land where opposites do not cancel each other out, but define each other. Where fire and ice exist not in conflict, but in balance. A balance that shapes everything. A balance that continues long after we are gone. And as the wind moves once more across the empty plains, carrying with it the echoes of a world still forming, one truth remains.
This is not the end of the Earth. This is its beginning.